interactive session of Pakistani American community with the Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi at the Embassy of Pakistan in Washington, D.C. In his address, FM Shah Mehmood Qureshi said that Prime Minister Imran Khan is keen that we engage with Pakistani American because he knows and appreciates their strengths and contributions. He thanked Pakistani Americans for their consistent support to Imran Khan and the PTI. Overseas Pakistanis who care about Pakistan wanted a positive change in the country. He said overseas Pakistanis want a better government in Pakistan with primacy of the rule of law. Despite myriad challenges, we would do our best to come up to the expectations of the people of Pakistan as well as overseas Pakistanis. Shah Mehmood Qureshi urged overseas Pakistanis to contribute in dam fund by saying, "We have mobilized a campaign to build dams in Pakistan. We are determined to address the urgent issues of water crisis in Pakistan." Shah Mehmood Qureshi traveled in train from Washington to New York. Shah Mehmood Qureshi met with Robin Ruffle in Pakistan Embassy at Washington. Foreign Minister for Pakistan, Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi, arrived in New York Sunday evening to lead the Pakistan delegation to the 73rd session of the UN General Assembly, where he will speak at several events spelling out the country's stance on international and regional issues. He was received at the railway station by Pakistan ambassador to the UN, Malia Lodi, and senior officials of the Pakistan mission to the UN. During his visit here, Qureshi will go through a tight schedule laid out by the Pakistani mission. He will attend several high-level events and hold close to 24 bilateral meetings with his counterparts from around the world. Final touch and being given to the highlight of his visit will of course be his speech in the General Assembly on 29th September, in which he will set out the new government's priorities and its position and policy on key international and regional issues, including the situation in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi attending the special meeting CICA Ministers of Foreign Affairs. He congratulated Tajikistan for assuming chairmanship of the organization and commended the outgoing China for their leadership and giving vitality to CICA. Foreign Minister Shah Mehmood Qureshi met his Dutch counterpart Step Blok in New York. FM Qureshi appreciated timely and coordinated efforts which help in getting desired results of preventing the cartoons of our prophet and that competition. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also attended the opening of Nelson Mandela Peace Summit in New York. Shah Mehmood Qureshi, Foreign Minister for Pakistan, addressed in OIC Contact Group meeting on aggression of the Republic of Armenia against Azerbaijan. He said Pakistan supports the principled position of Azerbaijan on the Karabakh issue and unconditional withdrawal of American forces. Shah Mehmood Qureshi met with the President of World Bank, Mr. Kim Yong Kim. FM raised the issue of the construction of water reservoir by India in violation of Indus Water Treaty. FM said that water issues should be not politicized and dealt as a humanitarian issue. Climate change is exacerbating water problems. FM told World Bank ahead the issues raised about the economic and strategic issues. Shah Mehmood Qureshi attend informal meeting of ECO Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers (COM) is the highest policy and decision-making body of ECO. It comprises the ministers of foreign affairs of the member states who meet in regular, informal, and extraordinary sessions. Shah Mehmood Qureshi met with Congressman Joe Wilson, America, a Republican member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, called on Foreign Minister. The Foreign Minister outlined his government domestic and foreign policy priorities. He said the support of young Pakistanis had played a major role in the election victory of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Shah Mehmood Qureshi met with the Foreign Minister and Deputy Prime Minister of the state of Kuwait. On invitation by Foreign Minister Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamid Al Sabah, the Foreign Minister consented to visit Kuwait at the earliest. The Foreign Ministers expressed the confidence and such high-level visits will provide further example relations with the two countries. Shah Mehmood Qureshi represented Pakistan as 73rd session of United Nations General Assembly. Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi, held a meeting with Foreign Minister of China, Wang Yi. Shah Mehmood had a great meeting with Wang Yi and they both talked about the mutual benefits of both countries, China and Pakistan. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also met with the Foreign Minister of Japan, Mr. Taro Kono, on the sidelines of UNGA session. During the meeting, the two sides discussed avenues of multi-faced cooperation between Pakistan and Japan. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also met with the Foreign Minister of Nepal, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, on the sideline of UNGA session in New York on 29th of this September. Shah Mehmood discussed with Nepal Minister about the trading between both countries. Foreign Minister for Pakistan, Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi, met with Queen Maxima of the Netherlands and exchanging views on her initiative, Inclusive Finance for Development. Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also met with Mr. Ignazio Classes on the sideline of the 73rd session of the UN General Assembly in New York. Mr. Ignazio Classes is Foreign Minister for Swiss. The two foreign ministers discussed a wide range of regional and bilateral issues of mutual interest. FM Qureshi and the Swiss FM agreed to celebrate the 70 years of establishment of diplomatic relations in befitting manners next year. Foreign Minister Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi emphasized of diversify bilateral trade, promote education and augment business linkages and facilitate people to the people contact. Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also met with his Qatari counterpart in New York today. The two sides agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation and explore new avenues, give impetus to the existing ties. The FM Qatar offered 1 lakh jobs for skilled and semi-skilled workers from Pakistan in the meeting. Foreign Minister Mr. Shah Mehmood Qureshi addressed the high-level UN Action for Peacekeeping event. Pakistan has always supported international peacekeeping. Foreign Minister said Pakistan is the largest security force contributor to the international peace missions of the UN. We have contributed over 200,000 personnel in last 5 decades. Pakistani men and women have served in UN peacekeeping missions in 46 countries. Pakistan supports efforts for modernizing peacekeeping. Shah Mehmood Qureshi also met with the CEO of Telenor company for traveling with from Norway to personally endorse Pakistan's rich economic potential. He said that peacekeeping needs to be equipped with technology and resources. Peacekeeping today presents a range of challenges. A balance should be maintained